Are you struggling with the ability to meditate? You know you need to meditate, but you just can't? Then this video is for you. Hi, I'm Daniel Sage, a meditation teacher, musician, poet from North Carolina, and I'm here to help you along your path and your journey to becoming mindful. So, yes, I know the scene very well. I've been there myself. I sit down to meditate. I want to meditate, but my mind has other plans. It has other plans. My body has other plans. Before you know it, I find myself in a different part of the house doing something totally different. It's happened many times. And what we like to call this in meditation is aversion, and it's one of your enemies in meditation. Aversion to practice will arise in the form of pain or displeasure. Aversion is anything that you just don't want to do. A lot of times I feel that way about meditating. I don't want to meditate. I know I need to. I know the benefits of it. I can't. So why is that? And it's not going to be the same for everybody, but I have some ideas on some roadblocks that you might be facing and some ways to get over them. So if you're finding value out of this video, hit like and subscribe and join me on this journey to becoming a more meditative person. So it'll go like this. You need to go meditate. You want to go meditate. You go sit down. You put the timer on. Doesn't matter. Timer's not over. You get up, turn the timer off. That's it. Like, you feel good about yourself. You pat yourself on the back. Say, hey, at least I did 10 of the 20 minutes. No. If you sit down for 20 minutes and you start that timer, you need to sit down for 20 minutes. And this is what we call self-determination. I went to a 10-day retreat. I stayed for 10 days. I wanted to leave. I definitely wanted to. But when I looked back at my determination, I decided, no, this is good for me. And I'm hell-bent on staying here. So no one and nothing that is going to arise is going to stop me. And that's just it. We don't have a high enough level of equanimity yet. And I define equanimity as a level of okayness with allowing whatever is going to happen without reacting. So you feel some pain or you realize you got to go do something in your life. Well, don't react to it. Keep sitting there. And I promise, if you keep practicing that, it's not easy, but it will get easier. It will get better. You won't be so quick on your feet and reactive. So try to have self-determination. I'm going to sit for this amount of time, and I'm hell-bent. I'm going to do it. I don't care who tries to stop me. I don't care if there's a giant earthquake. I'm not leaving the house. That's how much determination you need to have. And also discipline. You're not supposed to move in a sit. Yes, there's one exception. If your posture is really bad, move to correct your spine so that it's aligned and straight. But really, for some people, I wouldn't even advise that, because we're so used to moving all the time. Move, move, move. Western society going to make me drive over here, drive over there. I got to go to this shopping center and that shopping center. And before you know it, you spent the whole day running around. And of course you can't meditate because you can't stay still. You're used to running around. So look at what you're conditioning yourself towards. If you can't meditate, why is that? What are you spending your time on? Are you scrolling with social media all day? Because that's going to ruin your attention span. And if you can't hold your attention on the meditation object, then it's become much easier to become dislodged from your meditation, and you'll just be totally lost. So it's not a bad thing to get lost in your meditation, but how fast can you come back, and with how much compassion and self-love can you come back to your meditation object? Let's say it's the breath of the nose. This is a really good start because you're getting a lot of clarity and insight from this area. It's a very sensitive area. So it's very good to be able to latch on and really dig into sensation, which is what we want to do. Also, ask yourself, am I really being mindful and exploring my meditation object continuously throughout my sitting practice? Because I realized I was doing this a lot too, is you can be like, okay, I'm going to sit down, I'm determined, I'm here, I'm going to be staying here, I'm meditating, but I wasn't really being mindful about the work I was putting in. And what I mean by that is, okay, let's say your meditation object is the breath of the nose. Great. Are you going deeper into the sensations that you're feeling at the breath of the nose continuously throughout your practice? Or are you being content? And this is using up a lot of effort, and that's not always a good thing. Sometimes you'll burn out on all the effort that you put in to being mindful and exploring a sensation, but I find that a lot of people could use that advice to just put in slow, consistent, solid effort into getting better at focusing on the breath. So think about that. How much effort and mindfulness are you applying to your practice? Because it's one thing to go work, and it's another thing to really go work hard. And I'm a big fan of working hard because it's efficient use of time. And the more you put into this, the more you get out. That's how meditation works. It's a beautiful thing, actually. It rewards those that put in the work. It's really simple. You meditate, you are mindful, you work hard, you consistently show up in your practice, and you will be eating all the fruits of that immediately. You don't have to wait. You're getting all this awareness, all this focus. You can go put that into anything right after your practice. The practice actually never ends. The practice is your life. Your life is one big meditation. And when you realize that, then your practice becomes a lot easier and more useful. So see if you can stay mindful and stay in the body the whole day. It's very hard. I haven't actually done it yet. But see what that could bring for you, where you try to reach for awareness. And also, one thing I want to mention is that you have a foreground and a background. Right now, this video, my thoughts, this camera is in my foreground. You're my number one focus, but at the same time as I'm focusing on this, I'm also aware of the space that I'm in. The house, that's in the background. All that space, I'm holding that at the same exact time. So that's why I say there's a foreground in your meditation and a background. See if you can have the ability to expand the awareness of both. For instance, you're sitting down, you're focusing on the breath of the nose. I'm aware of respiration. I'm equanimous. Whatever's going to arise, I'm okay with it. And at the same time, a dog starts barking in the background. That's actually a gift. It's not a distraction. But you need to be able to delegate it into the background. So it actually brings clarity, awareness, presence, because the dog barking and arising is an arising of a little wave. Everything is just waves. If you haven't noticed, crisscrossing, arising, passing, we're all impermanent little waves. And as the dog starts barking, it can actually bring you closer into your main foreground meditation object. If you are aware of it and you have the strength and the mental pliancy to be able to stay focused on keeping your attention stable on the foreground meditation object. So that's one really, really nice thing to realize is that you don't have to control the background, and you'll never be able to. You can totally eliminate distraction. The wind is blowing. The sun is shining in a weird way. Oh, you get sunburned. So you'll never control everything. You can try to limit your distractions, and that is one thing you should try to do. Turn off the TV, turn off this, that, and the other so that it doesn't arise while you're in your meditation. But also accept the distractions that come. And can you keep your attention stable even if you're being gripped by a distraction? Where does your attention go? If it's not strong, it'll just get sucked right in to whatever else has arisen, and that's what's getting you sucked out of your meditation, which is not an excuse to not practice. You should still practice. So bring it back, come back into the meditation, whatever it is you're focusing on. And I just hope that these things help you and make you realize that just because your mind is so scattered, your mind is having trouble with meditating, but you know you need to meditate. And I just know that I've been there. I'm with you. I still go in and out of that sometimes, even with going into some advanced meditations. Still, it happens to me. I lose focus. I'm like, oh yeah, there it went.